Hey guys, this is Ashley, Luke's wife, and usually the photographer for Three Blind Marksmen. But today, which I'm kind of excited about, I get to be on the other side of the camera, which is fun for a change, and just wanted to talk to you guys. So, I have been looking for a craft, something that I could do during my spare time, but also I wanted it to be something practical and useful, something that I could use every day and around the house, and so we kind of have a double purpose there. So I got to thinking, what do I do a lot of the time during the day? Where do I spend a lot of my time? And I have a obsessive compulsiveness when it comes to dishes. We can be going on a trip back to Florida. It's awesome, vacation, it's going to be really fun. And the night before, I'll, realize, oh, wait, there's still dishes. I got to wash those before we can leave. And I like to say it's my mom's fault this happened, because washing the dishes was my main chore. So I did that a lot growing up. And it's great now, because when I come home, my siblings love it, because I always wash the dishes for them. So it works out great for them. So I got to thinking, I go through a lot of dish soap. And wouldn't it be cool if I could make my own dish soap? I wasn't even sure if something like that was possible, so I started looking online and found a really easy recipe for dish soap, and so I wanted to share that with you guys. So it needs 3 things. It doesn't get a whole lot simpler than that, and I'm all about simple recipes. You need 2 cups of water. Pretty simple. That's pretty straightforward. And 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. Again, pretty straightforward. That's easy to find. Third ingredient is a little bit harder to find. You need a quarter of a cup of soap. When I first saw that, I was like, what? How do you get a quarter of a cup of soap? Well, that is interesting because you have to grate the soap, and you can see there's at least 3 different grating options. You want to use the smallest one, which on my grater is this side, because you want the soap to become a really fine powder. So, grating the soap takes a while. You need a quarter cup of soap, and so I used this, which is it's called Fell's Naphtha. It's in, well, at least we found it in the bar soap section. I think it's a pretty heavy-duty laundry soap. I didn't know that laundry soap came in bar form, so it's kind of cool. I learned something as I was doing this. So I grated a quarter cup of this, and I don't know how well this is going to come across, but there's almost all of this bar is still left after this quarter cup, after I grated the quarter cup of soap. So this is going to go a long way. You can make a good number of bottles with this and the 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. So you grate the quarter cup of soap, put that in a pot with the 2 cups of water, and I used this size pot. Doesn't necessarily matter which size you use, but I just went ahead and used that size. So put the soap in with your water, and you heat it up on the stove, and you want to make sure that it's on a medium or low heat, because you don't want it to boil. I don't know what crazy thing happens when the soap boils, but all the recipes said don't let the soap boil, so I didn't. So you stir the soap until it's completely melted and dissolved in the water. Take it off the stove, let it cool for a little bit. You don't want it to be completely cold yet, but you let it cool some. Add your 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, stir it up, and then you let it cool completely. And once it's cooled completely, you can pour it. I have to step over here because I forgot to have this out. You can pour it into a regular dish soap bottle. Now keep in mind I've used this some over the last week, but this was completely full, when actually it was slightly overfull. It overflowed a little bit. I might have needed to use a slightly bigger bottle. So the really cool thing is how cost-effective this whole thing is. As you can see, I graded the quarter cup of soap. This is how much is left. I think you could probably get at least 10, maybe a couple more quarter cups out of this bar of soap. And then the lemon juice, if you only use the lemon juice for the dish soap, 2 tablespoons per bottle, you could get a whole lot from this big bottle of lemon juice. Now, I use the lemon juice for lemonade as well, so I would probably get less, but it's still a pretty awesome deal. Oh, and one more point with the grater. This is my soap-only grater. This will never come near food because, as I've discovered, once I grated soap on it, it doesn't come off very well at all. So you're going to have to designate a soap-only grater, but I think it's well worth it to get that many bottles of very, very, very cheap dish soap in comparison. So, yeah, I hope this was exciting for you guys, and I'm excited to keep making it, and I'm finding that it works really well. Yesterday, Luke caught some awesome-tasting catfish, and the pan was really greasy, and I went at it with that dish soap, and it got the pan really clean. And as an added bonus, after Luke comes back from fishing, normally his hands smell like fish for a long time, even after washing with regular hand soap. Well, he washed them with the dish soap, and it was a lot better, so added bonus to the dish soap there. I think it's the lemon juice. Lemon juice seems to get rid of nasty smells. So yeah, thought you guys might find that interesting, and I will see you guys around.